Get a £5 free bet every week with Offer Club from William Hill. Simply stake a total of £20 or more across the week on pre-match football accumulators with 4 or more selections, and you'll get a £5 free bet on the Friday. Join William Hill Offer Club on mobile or online now.
Good afternoon everyone, welcome to the Dorchester Hotel here in London, ahead of another super fight for British boxing. March the 4th at the O2 Arena, live and exclusive on Sky Sports box office. David Haye, one of the most feared heavyweights in world boxing, takes on Tony Bellew, the #1 cruiserweight in world boxing. It's an event that has already captivated the minds and opinions of sports fans around the world and of course in Britain. Record sellouts at the O2 on pre-sale and general sale this morning. We have a huge event on our hands to kickstart 2017. Of course, we're going to hear from everybody at the table. And firstly, we're going to hear from the head of Sky Sports, Adam Smith. Obviously, we're delighted this event, live and exclusive on Sky Sports box office, a fight that every broadcaster would love to get their hands on. And I'm delighted that the power and weight of Sky Sports are behind this event. And Adam Smith to say a few words.
Yeah, we're massively behind this event. It's an absolute must-see fight on March the 4th at the O2. We've been working with David Haye and Tony Bellew through most of their careers. In my opinion, they're the two biggest personalities over here in British boxing. They're two of the biggest punchers. It's a fascinating fight. It has absolutely everything. Despite the fact they don't like each other, I like both of them a great deal. They've been two terrific analysts for us on Sky, out of the ring, and they've given us so much excitement, entertainment and drama inside it. It's a mixture of volatile characters, of nice guys 1 minute and guys that wear their hearts on the sleeve the next. It's full of power. It's an incredibly interesting fight because of the weight, with Tony going up to heavyweight and David maybe coming a little bit lighter than he has before. Obviously a former world cruiserweight and heavyweight champion and a cruiserweight champion to my left. I think it will be an amazing build-up. We'll be there every step of the way for it, and we cannot wait for an incredible night on March the 4th at the O2 with these two, Tony and David. Both, of course, will also be at Anthony Joshua's big defence in Manchester on December the 10th. So we're going to see a lot of them, and we're going to show a lot of them to you in the build-up to March the 4th. May the best man win. It's going to be fun.
Thank you, Adam. Before we hear from the individual teams, I'd like to pass over to Adam Morley of Team Haymaker, who is an integral part of making these egos gel into a deal, which was always difficult, but always important. And I'll pass over to Adam Morley to say a few words.
Thanks, Eddie. This is obviously going to be a massive fight. I think from David's perspective, he wants big fights now. He had his first 2 fights. Those fights finished quickly. And some people might have said, oh, you know, they weren't great opponents. David's going to show now what he's got. He's got a big fight now. For the rest of 2017, David's looking at world title shots. He's the WBO mandatory for 2 or 3 months. The last 2 or 3 months, whilst we were talking to Tony, we were also looking at the WBA situation. That's proved very difficult, and I know David wants to put a few things to bed about Lucas Brown and Shannon Briggs and what really went on there. You know, David wants world titles. He will get them this year, and he'll move on towards, hopefully, unifying the belts towards the end of 2017.
Thank you, Adam. An interesting part of this mix, a former member of the Team Haymaker training team, and of course now an esteemed trainer in his own right with a number of British world champions. Of course, Jamie McDonnell just successfully defended his WBA bantamweight crown. His brother Gavin about to challenge for the WBC super bantamweight crown. The heavyweight David Price, of course, and also his principal charge, Tony Bellew, a man that's going to be integral in the tactics of this fight. I'm going to pass over to head trainer Dave Caldwell.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what's going to be an interesting build-up and an interesting night on March the 4th. I think it goes without saying that these two men both possess power, despite what some people might believe. Both of them possess power to knock each other out. Both have been down, so it shows that both are human. You know, a big percentage of people seem to believe that David Haye can't get beat in this fight. every fighter can get beat when they go into that ring. Every fighter can. It doesn't matter who you are. There's shocks all the time in boxing. But in this fight, you've got one fighter that's, in my opinion, was a great fighter, was a really talented, outstanding fighter. But he's not being active. He's not being active, and for me, you've got to really think about the last time he had a real fight, a real challenge in front of him, and it looked good in that real challenge. It's a long time, you know. It's through injuries, through everything else. You know, it's nothing that is planned or anything like that. It's just how life's panned out. And in that time, there's been a man who everybody wrote off before, and everybody said, "Oh, he's never going to achieve anything. He's not going to be a world champion." He fought for a European title. He's going to get beat. He won that. He fought for a world title. Before that, everyone was saying he's going to get beat. He's going to get hammered in front of all his fans. He dealt with an immense amount of pressure in fights like the Cleverly fight. There's a lot of personal issues in that one. The pressure of Goodison to become a world champion. And then, obviously, the BJ Flores fight. David himself thought that Tony had no chance in that fight. Went on record and said there's no possible way of him winning that fight. Explained how he'd sparred countless rounds with BJ and never put a dent in him. Well, he got dented on fight night. Bellew possesses power. He's got speed, and he's got plenty of bottle and plenty of heart. And if this fight comes down to a dog fight, there's only one man that's proven himself that can have a dog fight and that will have it right now, and that's Bellew.
How important do you think your previous knowledge of working with Haye is in this fight, and does that give you an edge in the preparation?
No, because I believe he's a totally different man now. He's got a new training team. You know, Shane will do things differently. Shane's a good trainer. He'll probably modify, change little things that he feels are different. Davey's older now, obviously. He's had injuries now, so they've got to adapt the training to how he is now. You know, what is he now? 36 years old. He's not the same man as he was when he was flying high. So things are going to be a little bit different now. So I expect him to be a different fighter. The two fights that we've had so far, you can't really look into that because he just looked like an older, slower version. So we're not preparing for that version. You know, I think that I don't think it's going to be as big. I don't think it's going to be as heavy. I think he'll come down to what he's comfortable at, but I think he'll come down significantly. I think he'll model himself more or less on the David Haye that fought Macronelli. The sharp, fast, lighter, leaner looking David Haye, rather than the one that's, you know, he's had for his two fights. What I saw of David when I worked with Haymaker a long time ago, obviously you see things and you pick up things, and obviously you do that, but I'm not banking on him being the same fighter, the same man as what he was back then. You know, so there are bits, but it's an entirely different fight.
Your opposite number, Shane, been involved in some big fights recently. This time, the big heavyweight fight, and very confident about your charge going into this fight.
Yeah, I'm very confident about obviously David and where he is right now. We've obviously haven't shown a lot this year. We've come back, done a lot of work behind closed doors, done some new things, implemented some new stuff. But I just don't believe this fight's going to be, you know, it's not going to be about courage or heart or determination. It's about who's got the bigger firepower, and that lies with David Haye.
Obviously, there's plenty of talk about WBO shots, WBA shots. How seriously do you take the threat of Tony Bellew in this fight, and how threatening could he be to derail those plans?
Yeah, he's brave and he wings, and he's a good fighter, but you know, he's not an elite fighter, and I think David Haye's an elite fighter. He's been inactive, yes, but that quality is with him, and you know, once we get rid of Tony Bellew, we can move on, start taking out more of your charges.
Okay, you got to get past this one first. But Tony, not an elite fighter, and you got your big fight, the fight that you wanted, but we know this fight is about the winning and what lays ahead for Tony Bellew.
Yeah, I'm crap. I'm a little fatty, and I'm crap, little fat cruiserweight, so we'll see on the night, won't we? We'll see who's the elite athlete, who's great at doing what he does. Just while we're talking about, you know, the previous and the past, let's just stop calling them last two fights of his fights. They weren't fights, they were exhibitions. That's exactly what they were. There was something that I can't even put into words what they were. I've told you already, I've described them two opponents. One was called a cobra, he should have been called a maggot. And one was called Dimori, the first ever YouTube trained boxer. Come on, let's all get serious here. These were on, well, to be fair, it's only right that it was on a comedy channel, because, you know, it was a comedy what was taking place in that ring. He wouldn't have employed them guys to spar with, and that's a fact. Because if he employed them to sparring, he'd have got rid of them even quicker than he got rid of them on the night. So, you know, let's just stop talking about his last two a fight. The last time he was in a fight was 5 years ago. Simple as that. I've done what I've done. While he's gone missing, while he's been partying away in nightclubs for how long, I've been fighting. I've stayed in the gym. I've done what I've wanted to do. I've wanted to be a boxer. The difference between me and him is I want to fight. I enjoy fighting. He hates it. He doesn't like fighting, but he has to fight. He has to fight, remember that. And someone who's forced to, he does not want to be here, doesn't want to do this, doesn't want to entertain me either, but he has to. And he knows why he has to, and that's all that's important. We get in the ring on March the 4th, write me off, say what you want about me, but I won't stop, I'll keep coming. I don't fear nothing of him, he's got this thing that I'm scared of him. All them demands, all them stipulations you put in, I want the ring this size, I want the mat in that size. Listen mate, I'm not going to run from you. So Shane, I know that's what you believe I'm going to run. I've got all the respect in the world for Shane. Done an amazing job. I've known Shane a long time. Shane will tell you himself. Brilliant trainer, great fella. His dad, lots of respect for him as well. So it's not really about Shane and David, it's about me and David. We're the ones who fight. All these stipulations he's put on, I'm surprised he never asked me to carry him to that seat into the press conference, to be honest, because there's that many demands and stipulations. The ring size, walk into press conference, you need to be seated when I walk into a press conference. Do you want me to do your hair as well? The demands are just unbelievable. Do you know what my demand was? Let me pick my own gloves and get in the ring. Can I wear the shorts I pick as well? I'm surprised he never told me what boots and shorts I can wear. He's unbelievable. The biggest diva boxing has ever seen. I swear to God, I couldn't believe the demands. Let's just get in the ring on fight night and see. Like I say, write me off at your pedal. I'm the little fat cruiserweight who no one thinks can do anything. Well, I've proven everyone wrong so far. First off, I was British class. I won that. Then I was European class. I won that. I'm never going to be a world champion. I'm never going to do this, never going to do that. I've done that. Let's just see how far I can go. One thing's for certain is, if this fight comes down to courage and heart at any point, like Shane says, he believes it's firepower. If it's not, if the firepower goes out of him and the steam goes out of him after 4 or 5 rounds, he is in a world of shit. That is the best way of saying it. It's sink or swim, and believe you me, I love it when it gets there. I love a fight, a hard, horrible fight. I love it. He hasn't been in one. In all truth, he hasn't been in a hard dogfight since Paris against Jean-Marc Mormac. That's the only dogfight he's ever survived in his whole life. And if I can get him to that point there again, he will sink 100%. I've said enough. I'm going to leave you to talk about it, because you're just full of nonsense.
David, over to you.
Yeah, so I'll take it from here. All right, thanks for that. Here we are. It's an interesting one. I've been, I said, out of the game, out of these big fights. I've had big fights. The last couple, the opponents weren't known, but they were still big fights. Sell-out crowd, good numbers on TV, record-breaking numbers on TV. But this is the first, big fight that the fans are getting excited about. And in the time that I've been out, I've been I watch social media and watch YouTube, see what's happening on the scene. And all I've noticed is Eddie Hearn. Everything's the Eddie Hearn show, and this fight gives him the opportunity to shut his big mouth. All he does is jump in front of the camera and host. He shouldn't be hosting this. Adam should be hosting this, but he wanted to get out there. And the reason why Tony believes this, I've got loads of diva-ish demands. We've got a list of things that I want. Okay, ring, gloves, change rooms, big long list. And when it came to negotiations, the only thing Eddie's put his foot down on and really wanted was that it was Eddie Hearn and Haymaker Promotions presents.
It was actually the split.
No, well, it wasn't the split. The split was
listen,
super
I'm
duper.
pleased to give you the
No.
favour.
The only thing you put your foot down on was putting your name first. Because now, once again, you're sticking your face out. It's all about the Eddie Hearn show.
It's true.
I can't remember your dad, Barry, sticking his face in all of the situations. I tried to watch a Katie Taylor interview the other day, really interested to see how she was her first fight, really looking forward to it. She starts talking, you barge her out the way, here we go, apples and pears, you know, jumping around, clowning around. It's not the Eddie Hearn show. You should be promoting your fighters. A boxing promoter promotes the fighters, don't promote themselves. Why are you introducing everybody? You know, technically, I'm more of a promoter in this than you are.
Hey, you're
you
a
know?
joke promoter.
No, listen.
They're not
We'll
fights.
see. We'll
They're
see.
not fights. All you want is you want some rap.
Once again, look at you. Who's talking now? Who's talking now? Who's talking? No. I'm talking to the press. I'm talking to the press, and you're making it the Eddie Hearn show.
Listen, you're the one person who loves the sound of their own voice more
You're
than me.
making the Eddie Hearn
That's
show.
the truth.
It's about Haye versus Bellew.
Let's
That's
talk
it.
about it.
Why? I'm talking about
Let's
it,
talk
and I'm
about it.
talking about this is what makes it that much more sweet. To see a look on your face, the same look that you had after Eddie Harrison. Your man, Eddie Harrison. Eddie Harrison's going to be the heavyweight champion of the world. He's going to beat David Haye. Blah blah blah. And what happens? You get smashed to pieces.
And you got payday.
I got payday.
And that's what you want.
And what's I want the payday. You're putting a cruiserweight in with the
just
hardest
forget
punch
this,
in
it's
the world.
about-
I let you talk. I let you
But it's
talk.
about
I
me
let you
and
talk.
you.
No. I let you
But
talk.
it's about me and you
I
said
let
it's about
you
me and
talk.
you.
No. That's what I'm talking
I
about.
agree, but it's
I'm
about
talking
me and
us.
you.
Listen,
So why
pipe
can't we
down.
talk about
Pipe
each other?
down. Pipe down.
Or what?
Pipe down.
Or what?
You'll see on Fight
Or
Night.
what?
I don't even need to talk. Everyone knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, dude, I'm
Honestly, everyone
sure
knows.
you
Everyone.
know. That's
This whole
what you
fight is
believe.
about.
That's
This
what
fight
you
is all
believe.
about how long it's going to take me
It's about me and
to
you.
put you unconscious.
What
That's it.
are you putting Eddie
Just
involved?
let
It's
me-
about
let me-
me and you,
listen,
man.
why you're getting all defensive about your promoter, are
No,
you?
it's not. It's not about that.
He's already hijacked the press conference already.
Listen, you turned up and said it's about
Listen, if there was a
Bellew and
Nassim,
Haye.
think about it, let's shut up. If there was a
I won't
Nassim
shut
Hamid or Chris Eubank coming through now, it wouldn't happen because Eddie would jump right in front of them and make the show about them. Can you imagine where's the Nassim Hamid
about me
and
and
Chris
you.
Eubanks of today? He doesn't allow it to flourish because he gets in front of the camera. He makes it about him. It's the Eddie. When's the next Eddie Hearn show? No, it used to be. When's the next Nassim Hamid show? When's the next Chris Eubank show?
How much
When's the next Eddie Hearn
does
show?
it kill you that I'm promoting this show? How
He
much
doesn't
does it
commit.
kill you?
He doesn't
You're
commit.
so controlled.
It
You're
doesn't
a
hurt
power.
me. It doesn't
That's
hurt
what
me
you are.
at all.
You're a
I
power
love it because you're seeing what happens in the
doesn't matter.
promotion. You're
You're a
seeing
power
the tickets sold out. You see the
Oh,
pay-per-view
I've never
numbers.
done that before.
This is what
I've
happens.
never done
I
that.
would probably be working with Matchroom if your old man was running the show
Oh,
because
yeah.
your old man
And you know
was
what?
a great
He's not.
promoter.
But you know why?
Listen,
You are working with Matchroom because you've got no choice because you need the dough.
No.
That's the crap.
It's
You
easy
need
money.
the
Listen,
dough. That's why you're here.
fight the
That's why
cruiserweight.
you're here.
Okay, we'll see. Trust me.
You need the dough.
I'm
and
working
you're
with you
fighting
today
the
to
cruiserweight.
put the
You
look
need
on
to
your
know.
face.
Don't worry about me.
For the look on
Don't
your
worry
face,
about me.
for the look on all of your team's
Don't worry
face
about me.
when I destroy
Don't
your
worry
boy,
about me.
and then
Don't
I'll be
worry
coming,
about me.
then I'll be
About
coming
me
back.
and you.
Then after I've taken out this guy, I'm gonna come back and take out Joshua and end your business. That's what
Right,
I'm
and
doing.
then I'll give you
Shut down
another payday.
There's gonna be no Joshua fight for you.
Matchroom's going to be over.
There's gonna be
finish
no
with it.
Joshua
Trust
fight
me.
for you,
Listen,
trust
you're
me.
getting
There's
smashed.
no
Everyone
Joshua
knows.
fight for you.
Listen, you're getting absolutely
Yes.
destroyed. Everyone knows
I'm
it. Deep
sure
in your heart,
I do.
you know it.
Deep in my
and
heart,
your little
mate.
rap pinfold.
Deep
fucking
in my heart,
some coach that
deep
knows
in my
what
heart,
he's doing.
deep in my heart, I
Yeah,
understand
you
you're
heard me.
fragile.
Head of Haymaker Boxing, you
Deep
can bring out my
in your-
t-shirts. That was his job
Deep
back
in
at
your
Haymaker.
heart, I know
That's
you're
it.
fragile
You're
as
fucking
they come.
right.
You've
Running
never
around.
fought anybody fights back.
You're jumping
Do
up
you
to the
really
fight.
believe them last two clowns you fought were
Listen,
really good?
both those guys
opponents?
would have been- both
Yeah,
those
I'd
guys
smash
would
the
have been-
pair of them like I'm gonna smash
It's
you.
not about- it's
Listen,
not
mate,
about who I
I'm
fought
not
in the
gonna
past.
run. I'm gonna get in your fucking face and I'm gonna
Then we
punch
got
you
a
all over
one
the
round
place.
knockout job then.
Do you
We've got
want
a
to bet?
one-round
Do you
job.
want to bet on that?
One-round
Do you want to
job.
bet on that?
Listen,
Okay, then let's
listen,
just
you're-
bet now.
listen,
My
listen.
whole place on this money now. It does not. I do not go in
Derek
one.
Chisora made
My
that
whole
same bet
money.
and he
My
lost that
whole
bet.
money.
Listen,
My whole place.
You know how bad
I
it
do
would
not
be
go
knowing
round
that
and
you're
one.
getting rushed to hospital
I
and you're not getting any money.
Listen,
the only thing that
come with
can
a
get
back
me-
pump.
listen.
I ain't going in
Listen.
one at all.
Listen.
You are the. You are the.
You're going
Stop
to
giving
get
yourself. Okay, you know
knocked
you're the.
out
Do you know if you're this big killer, right? You know if you're this big killer, why did you fight them two clowns? Why did you
because
fight them
nobody
two
else
clowns?
wanted to fight
He
me.
did that.
That's what.
You
For the money we offered all
got
the
Shannon Briggs following you,
weights.
begging you for more money than them two. Why didn't you fight him?
Who?
Shannon.
Because he didn't want to fight if he wasn't on pay.
No, he did want to fight you. These people.
I had a contract with Shannon Briggs to fight, and he pulled out of that
You
situation.
could have fought him instead of fighting the man.
No, you've got to agree.
could have.
The guy's got to come over and get in the ring. He didn't want to get in the ring
could have
if it
fought
wasn't
you
on pay per
instead.
view.
He's
You
trying
don't
to
know
sue
what
you.
you're talking about.
He's trying to sue you
For
for
what?
not
I'll show you
fighting.
the contract. I've
For
got a
not fighting.
contract. I wouldn't sign a
He's trying
contract.
to sue you for not
fulfill
fighting.
it.
You don't
All you
want
do is
to.
watch the internet and try and get your information off that.
I don't.
You and your whole team are getting destroyed.
Trust me, I know a lot more about you than the internet shows.
Hospital
I
bed
know a lot
on
more about
March the
you.
4th.
I know a lot more about you than the internet shows.
Are you going to be there, Dave? Both you two are putting this guy in such a dangerous situation.
Don't worry about
You're
you
putting this
there.
guy's
I
life
know
on
a
the
lot
line
more
in this
about you
situation.
and your life than
You
the
don't
internet
know
can ever
nothing, mate.
explain.
You know nothing.
Oh, I do, trust
You're
me.
getting destroyed.
I know a lot more
Whatever
about you
I
and
do
your
in my
life.
life is irrelevant because fight night.
I know your life
you're
is
getting
irrelevant.
knocked out.
I know your life is
I
irrelevant.
could go clubbing every single night from now to the fight.
Well,
I
do
get
it.
smashed out of
Do
my
it.
line every night, and I'll still knock you out.
You've been doing it for 8 years. You've been doing it for 8 years. That's why
I
you're
just
skint.
turn up. I could just turn up.
You've been doing it for 8 years. That's why you're
I'll
skint.
turn up. Drunk out of my head,
You're
and I'll
probably
use
fighting
my
with a
left
heavy-
hand, and you'll get knocked out.
But you're fighting me.
Listen,
you're
I'm
fighting me
shut
instead of
up,
fighting with a
shut.
heavyweight championship. When you know why you're doing it? For the money. Because I'm the money fight. Not
You're the money
Shannon
fight.
Briggs.
What
I'm
are
the
you talking
money
about, you're
fight.
the money fight?
I'm the money
How
fight.
many tickets you sold
Me
to your
and
last fight? Your
me
last
and
world
you-
title fight?
Me and
You
you
sold nothing.
are going to sell more than you
I
can
could
fight
take a dump in the
anybody
middle of
else.
the ring and sell more
You
tickets than you
couldn't.
do.
How many did you sell the OT? You were giving them away outside.
Yeah, listen,
You were giving them
I
away
know.
outside.
Yeah, of
You were
course I
giving
was.
your ticket to outside. That's a fact.
And you was out there trying to
That's a fact.
wrestle your way in.
That's a fact.
Of course I
Did
was.
you sold out the O2 on that last 2 fights?
Yes.
Yeah, you liar. You are telling lies. You were giving tickets away outside. You liar. Damn right
I was
liar.
outside doing that,
You
wasn't I?
out and out liar. You were giving tickets away. You couldn't sell them, son. You need a dance partner, you're struggling, and you don't want a real fight.
Dude,
You
there
don't
was
want
a lot of options on the table for me.
Shannon Briggs, and you chose
And
me.
this is a fight
and
that
you
the
chose
fans
me.
always say,
And
no,
you
the
chose
Shannon Briggs
me.
fight couldn't happen.
And
The
you
Shannon
chose
Briggs fight,
me.
the Shannon Briggs would happen.
You chose me.
You're the option.
End of
We're
situation.
going down there
No,
to shut you up,
you
shut Eddie
chose
up,
me.
shut Dave up. That's
You
it.
chose me.
Kill a load of birds with
You
one stone.
chose
Easy
me
night's
because
work.
I make sense.
Easy night's work.
Oh, I am. You think that? You think that? You
No,
really
it is.
do
It's
believe
easy,
that?
it's
I'm
easy
sure
night's
that
work.
will. Okay, we'll see.
I'm coming at it.
We'll see.
The same way I said before the Audley Harrison fight, the same way I said before the Chisora fight, I end the fight when I want to end the fight.
We'll see.
And I know, and I'll end the fight when I want to. If I want to punish you for 3 or 4 rounds, I'll do that. If I want to take you out in 30 seconds, I'll do that. It's completely and utterly up to me. You're just in there. You've got no say. You're just a chump in the ring. A little fat, podgy, skinny, like pumped up like heavyweight.
We
You're
shall
useless.
see.
Yeah, we will see.
We shall see. You are an absolute joke.
I'm
And
a
the
joke.
guys you
Yeah,
picked to
yeah,
fight
yeah.
are jokes. I'm being looked
Listen,
upon
you
as a
won your
joke
world
because I'm
title. You won a
cruiserweight.
vacant world title in your hometown.
Yeah.
When I won my world title, it was on foreign territory, got paid peanuts, and it was against a guy who never lost against a guy in 10 years. And what? That's how you win a world title. You don't get given it on your home turf. I actually took the hard way.
Are you
Same
saying
thing, I
John
went to
Mark
Bellew.
Mormack was unbeaten in 10 years?
He's beaten every guy he never faced in the
Just
last 10 years.
stop. You've just said
He beat every fighter he fought
he
in the
has
last
beat-
10 years.
No, stop. No, he hadn't. He'd lost in them.
He
10
lost
years.
only belt and
He
won the
exactly.
rematch.
So
He won
stop.
the rematch.
Shh.
He beat every guy he faced in the last 10
Pipe
years.
down. Shush. He'd lost in them 10 years.
And he won the rematch.
Stop
What's your
making-
point?
So he still lost.
He
You
beat-
just said
he
he was
beaten-
unbeaten in 10
he's beaten
years.
every-
He
he's
won-
beaten
so
every match.
he's not
Oh,
unbeaten in
this
10
is
years.
this is the confidence
Once
you're going to
again.
get. This is the
I don't
technicalities
need-
you're going to get
I
your
know.
confidence.
I'm
Oh,
just
Mormack
pointing out-
lost and he won.
I'm
Oh, so
just
he
point-
wasn't
I'm just
unbeaten.
pointing out the facts that I know. That
Well, the fact is you're getting KO'd. That's the fact. That's a fact you really need to get your head around.
The fact is,
The
when I
fact you're
hit you,
getting
you're
knocked
going
out.
to feel it.
No, you could even. I could try. Listen, I'm not even going to put my hands up in this one. I'm going to stand in front of you, with my hands
Fantastic.
down. Even if you do hit me, nothing's going to happen.
I'm sure it's
you
not.
powder puff, you punching chump.
The
You've
longer
got
Mark
nothing.
made you dance like you were on Strictly Come Dancing,
That
boy.
was like 15.
It
well,
just so what? You
2000.
just always your chin got better.
15. Yes, it has.
No, it hasn't.
Yes,
No,
it
chins
has.
get better.
It's got better.
Chins
I'll
don't
wait for-
improve. Chins don't
Okay,
improve.
keep telling yourself that.
That is-
Keep
that
telling
is-
yourself
your-
that. Yeah,
your
I'm really
chins
chinny.
don't
Yeah,
improve.
Vladimir hit me on the chin. Yeah, I didn't even put me over.
Because you ran
Vladimir
like a
hit
tart
me.
for every single round.
When he hit me on the chin, real flush, with little 10-ounce gloves, and nothing happened. Why do you think you could do it and they couldn't? All those guys I've got heavyweight haven't done it.
Because you're going to come at me and you're going to try and knock me out. You was not interested in engaging Vladimir whatsoever.
So that's why
You're
when
gonna
they hit me on the
engage
chin
me.
with flush
You're gonna
shots, I didn't
engage
get
me.
knocked
You're
down.
going to engage me.
Listen,
So
you're
let's get
outgunned
something.
in every
So
department.
you lost to Vladimir.
Outgunned
You lost
in every
to
single department.
Vladimir because of a broken little toe, right?
I'll outgun you in every department.
Did you lose to Vladimir because of a broken toe? Is that correct? You lost to Vladimir because of a broken toe. Is that correct?
No.
That's what you said.
I said it stopped.
No,
me,
no,
pushed
stop,
off.
that's what you said.
That's what I said. I didn't say that's the fucking reason.
I've never seen a man take a shoe off so quick since Cinderella got the shoe put on a
I'll
foot.
fight barefoot again. You can stomp on my
Mate,
toes. I'll
you
fight barefoot
couldn't get
against
the
you.
boot off quick enough after the fight. You blamed the
Keep
broken
looking
toe.
into the past.
You
Just
you
remember
blamed
March the 4th.
you blamed
getting
a
knocked
broken
out.
toe for the reason
Getting
you lost
knocked
against
out.
Klitschko. But then on the other hand, you beat the biggest heavyweight champion ever with a broken hand.
And what?
But
listen,
so you
listen,
beat
listen,
the
really,
biggest
listen,
heavyweight champion ever
listen,
with a broken
keep
hand.
digging up the
But when
past,
you
broken
lost the
leg,
biggest
broken
fight of your night,
broken toe.
it was because
the fact is you're getting knocked out. So whatever
whatever
happened in my last fight is irrelevant because you're getting knocked out.
You're
getting knocked out, destroyed.
Your excuses.
We'll see on the night when you get. We'll see on the night.
Wait, what are you going to do if I knock you out? Are you going to leave the game? Are you going to run out? No, just tell me what's going to happen if I'm flattening you.
If I lose to you,
yes,
I'll need to get struck by lightning on the way to the
Please,
ring.
no, just what are you going to do? You're going to
it's not even a consideration.
What are you going to do, Dave?
I won't even fathom that.
No, please, what are you going to do? When I knock you out, when I stop you?
I won't fathom that stupid idea.
When you do a silly dance, when I hit you clean on the head,
you're not fast enough.
You
don't have the technical ability, you don't have the pedigree, you ain't got anything. You fought a bunch of chumps, and that's it, at cruiserweight, who weren't no good.
You said your mate was going to beat me, your nightclub buddy. You said he was going to beat me.
But he didn't. And that was it. He's not me. He's not me.
He got smashed. You said he was going to beat me.
Pardon? I thought he was going to beat you, yeah.
You really thought that clown was going to beat me?
Did you overperform or did he underperform?
The same man who'd never been buzzed off you in hundreds of rounds of sparring. Yeah. Never even buzzed.
Yeah.
But got bounced
off the floor. They were 18-ounce gloves I was wearing. He had a head guard on.
Got bounced off the floor.
You had 10-ounce gloves on.
We're bounced off the floor. He got absolutely dealt with.
So that means you're going to beat me, yeah?
No, it doesn't.
Exactly.
Once again, I'm just pointing out how much you really do know about this game. You are not the best boxer by a stretch of a mile. One thing you are is an amazing athlete.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're an amazing athlete, and nice. You've lived on that.
I always wanted to know how good my athleticism was.
You're an amazing athlete, quick, powerful.
Says the Bellew
when it comes to technical boxing, you are shite.
Sideshow Bob versus the Bellew. You'll be known for the Bellew for the rest of your life.
Mate,
now, how much money you get for this fight? Everyone who will come up to you
and say, "Oh, Mr. Bellew, it's nice to meet you."
You was that guy that got freaking smashed to bits by the Haymaker.
We both come from absolutely nothing. How the hell have you blown the money you've blown? Because you've earned an absolute fortune. Do you know when I look at you, right? Do you know when I look at you? I can't even say it's because of the clothes or the way you're dressed or you're a man.
It's because I'm a better boxer than you. Because I'm a better boxer than you.
Like an absolute bum. That's what you look like. I look across this table, you've got a hairband on. For God's sake, man, you've got a hairband on.
It's coming off on fight night. Don't worry about that. And I'll have pretty little braids with little elastics in the end of it as well. Pretty little braids, my little girly braids on the fight night. I'll be standing over your limp body in the middle of the ring, and I'll let you untangle. I'll go back to your change. I'll go to the hospital and let you untangle my hair, let you play with my hair.
To make my life and my children's life work, because ultimately that's all I do this for. I only need.
Remember, you need some sort of standard living on
this fight. I only need 5%.
All that money you're going to earn for that. Just remember, you're not really going to be able to enjoy it. All those lovely meals you may be able to get after it, you're not going to have any teeth to chew the meals.
All this money David's in, I only need 5% of that money to make me and my child's futures work.
Well, I'm happy to help you and your family because you weren't coming from anywhere else other than fighting me.
He's blown the lot, and this is the only reason he's fighting me, because he thinks he's going to walk through me in a round and I'm the biggest payday possible for the easy knockout. That's why he's doing it. He could have fought for the heavyweight championship of the world, but he chose the money. He chose the money because he's skint.
I offered Lucas Brown $2 million to fight me.
So you was going to pay that, David, because
I was going to pay that. I was going to pay that. I was going to pay him $2 million to fight me. Yes, I was. I was going to pay him $2 million. Him, ask his promoter, ask his manager, ask me, $2 million to pay. I was going to pay him to fight me. Yeah, he said no. He turned that down.
Your mates were going to pay that, not you.
I'm telling you a fact. Lucas Brown was going to get $2 million. I was going to pay Lucas Brown $2 million.
You told me another fact a minute ago that John Mark Mormack was unbeaten for 10 years.
You've had your little waffle time. Let me tell you.
John Mark Mormack was unbeaten for 10 years.
Listen, anyway, talking about I could have had a world title fight. No, I couldn't, because Lucas Brown turned down $2 million. He said, fight anybody else, Joshua, Klitschko, but he wouldn't fight me. Is that because I've got to wear hairbands and Sergio Bob? No, it's because he knew I'm the hardest puncher in the division. He would get knocked out pretty quick.
To be honest, I agree.
Listen, I'm just saying, you're saying, listen, those world title fights, they will happen, and they will happen when I want them to happen. And at the moment, I want to shut your mouth because the fans coming up to me in the street, knocked this guy out, knocked out. I tried to do Shannon Briggs, he didn't want to do it, no, he didn't. So that's it. How do you know? I've got a contract to say exactly what's what, so I know it. All you know is sitting up there in Liverpool.
The only analysis I agree with you on is yes,
you don't know what you're
dangerous heavyweight in the world.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
I know this game inside out. There's nothing in boxing.
Clearly you don't. Otherwise you won't be getting in the ring.
I have forgotten more than you know about this game. I have forgotten more. I've been studying this game.
When you had your first pro fight, I was already world champion. I was world champion. And you were still a friggin' snot-nosed amateur who never clue what you were doing fighting guys 0-3.
Yeah.
Great. That's how much more you know to me about boxing.
I know a lot more about it, and you know what the worst thing is, David? I enjoy being in it.
I've looked through his opponents, I've looked at my opponents, and you'll see what's
I
happening.
enjoy being in the game. I'm not the guy who's stuck in a jungle saying in 5 years' time I don't want to be known as a boxer. I want to be known as an established Hollywood actor.
And I will
the
be.
guy who loves boxing.
Listen, if
You
I got
won't.
offered the part to play a
You won't.
complete and utter moronic,
You won't. You won't be known as a
absolute
Hollywood actor.
scumbag in a movie,
And
I wouldn't
you-
play
hey,
it. But
you-
they just said, be yourself.
Why did you turn
They
up?
just said, be
Why
yourself.
did
You said, be
turn up?
yourself.
Why did you turn up to the premiere that
I was invited. I was invited there. I was invited.
You're a gag. You
I
turn
was
up at every
invited.
bloody
I was
chance.
invited.
You turned up
Just
at a
like I was
scruff as
invited to
well.
go and see Usain Bolt's thing yesterday.
No,
I
you
was
turned up
invited to come and
because
see
you're
your
the-
thing because they know when I go there,
David,
they're going to get pressed.
No,
That's
what happens is anywhere there's a
Yeah,
camera,
listen.
you would turn up to the opening of an envelope if there was a camera there. You would turn up to the opening of an envelope. You know why? Because you love the cameras, you love fame, you're a nightclub whore, you love nightclubs. That's all you're about. I know how you live your life. I know exactly what you do.
Good.
You've
Then you know you're getting
spoken all
drilled
the
and
war.
knocked the hell out. That's not going to get a nice
Understand-
paycheck
understand.
put on the end of your hospital bed. And you'll go, okay.
Trust me when I say, mate, I'm doing okay. That
Yeah,
movie
sure,
paid
yeah,
well.
sure, yeah, we'll see,
The
we'll
movie
see.
paid well.
I'm sure it did.
The world title fights paid well.
Playing a complete moron,
movie
just
paid
like
well.
you
The
are.
world title-
Go be yourself. No, don't learn any lines.
I-
Just go and just say some
Be
crazy
yourself.
crap.
I'm sure,
be
yeah.
yourself. Yeah, good.
Worked
That's
with
all
one
I
of
can
the
want to do.
worked
Yeah,
with
of
one of
course.
the most established actors in Hollywood. Was told by producers
Yeah,
to come out here and work
This ain't a
with them.
movie. This ain't a movie
I
set.
don't-
There's
no,
no
no,
director, no
you
car,
wish
no
you had
stunt
that
man.
part.
This,
Dave, you wish
I
you
wish
had
I
that
had your
part.
part. Are you
You wish
joking?
you got that part
Are
in the
you
movie.
joking?
You said I wish
Are
I
you
was you.
joking?
Why do I wish I was you, David? Why do I wish I was you?
You'll see that on March the 4th because I'll be the
Why?
winner with my hand up. You'll be the one getting stretched out of there.
How
That's why. That's
possibly wish
and you'll
I
be
was
thinking,
you?
I wish I was David now. Walking
I
away
wish
there.
I was David.
You know, that's
I
why.
wish I was David.
You would.
You
Yes, you would.
shouldn't wanna
March
be-
the 4th.
I
We'll
don't
ask
even-
you when you're
I don't
stretched
even
out.
wanna
Who
be-
would you rather be right now? Tony Bellew unconscious or David Haye walking out there,
David's turning up to
moving on
Tony
to his next
Bellew's
one?
premiere. David Hayes turning up to Tony Bellew's premiere. You, and I wish I was you. You're turning up to the
Yes,
premieres of the
you
movie
do.
I'm in.
March 4th,
You
you
absolutely
really,
can't.
really
You
wish I
gagging
wish I
on
could punch as
everything.
fast, David. I
I'm
wish
sure.
I really was as elusive as David. But you're not. You're straight up and
Dave,
down.
you're not elusive.
Left,
son.
right, yeah.
You're not elusive. You're elusive to these slow heavyweights. You're not elusive to cruiserweights. Are you so? In all of honesty, right? Are you trying to tell me guys who pushed you like Giacobi Fragamini, who pushed you to the limit? Are you trying to tell you them guys are better than me?
2005, man.
I'm
Goddamn,
just asking. I'm just
2004.
asking. So Giacobi Fragamini is better than me, David?
Yes.
No, he's not.
How do you know that?
No, he's not.
He was a European.
No,
he was
he's
a
not.
European
So
heavyweight
am I.
amateur champion.
So am I.
And he became a
So was I.
WBC champion just
So
like you
was I.
after I knocked him
So
out.
was I.
And so how are you better than him?
I'm
He
better.
beat.
How-
Why am I getting
He's
into these
not.
trivial arguments? Anyway, I think
I'm
you got
better
the point.
than them guys
This
push
guy's
back.
yappy. You want to see him get knocked out? I'm going to do it. Thank you very much, everybody. Goddamn.
Okay, head to head, and then everyone's available for one-on-one. Thank you very much. March the 4th.